Thomas Aquinas was born in 1224 in Rocca Secca, Italy. He was born of nobility, and his parents desired him to become the abbot of Monte Cassino. At the age of 5, he was sent to study at the Benedictine monastery, and he continued studying here until about the age of 14. He was then sent to study at the University of Naples, and during this time he was exposed to a new religious group that had been created called the Dominican Order. He knew that he could not join this group because he knew his parents would be opposed to it, but at about the age of 19 his father died, and he now felt that he could join, and so he did. And his mother was still very much opposed to this. In fact, she was so opposed to it that she had him arrested and held him in a fortress near the family castle for a little over a year. And during this time she tried to persuade him to give up this religious order and continue studying to become the abbot of Monte Cassino. After about a year, he was helped to escape by members of the Dominican Order, and they took him to Paris, where he continued to study, and his mother just let him be. In 1250, the emperor died, and this opened up an opportunity for Thomas to take the abbot's chair at Monte Cassino. Of course, his mother greatly desired him to do this because it would bring great wealth to him and honor to the family, and she wanted this because the family fortune was dwindling. But he refused it. He did not feel that this was for him, and he wanted to be a preacher and a teacher for the remainder of his life. He continued his studies at the University of Paris and eventually obtained a master's in theology, and he taught at the University of Paris for several years, and also at various other places. In the midst of writing his greatest work, titled Summa Theologica, on December 6, 1273, he had a vision during Mass. This experience had such a great impact on him that he never wrote any more afterward, and his health began to decline. And those around him noticed that he seemed to turn inward, and they noticed his physical ailments as well, and they just thought that it was due to all of his intellectual studies and all of that rigor. Nobody could, however, get the reason out of him of why he was feeling the way he was. Finally, somebody did, though, and Thomas made this person vow that he would not tell anyone why he was feeling the way he was until after he had died. He then told this person that everything I have written seems to me like so much straw compared to the truths which I have seen and which have been revealed to me. Afterwards, his health continued to decline, and he died at around the age of 50 on March 7th, 1274. Thomas is known as one of the greatest philosophers and theologians of the medieval era, and his philosophies are still they still impact people today. This is most apparent here at BYU, Idaho. Thomas believed that we learn through both reason and faith, and he believed that reason or science and faith were all contained in one volume of truth, and that was very different than the philosophers of the time who considered them very separate. Here at BYU, Idaho, we are expected to learn by reason and also by faith. I recently took a Science Foundations course here at the university, and we discussed science and religion a great deal, and we learned how to be tolerant of science and patient with religion. And when we come in contact with others who have differing views, that we should be polite and tolerant and let them have their views, and we should have our own as well, but that we should be tolerant of them. Thomas devoted his life to defending Christian truth, and his labors are still apparent in the lives of many today. Thank you.